So somebody watching this might be, they go, I want what Ant has. There's something that he has that
Mm.
I don't have in my relationship with Jesus.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody, whether they're a non-Christian, haven't come to faith yet,
Mm.
or they're kind of started, or they've been with Jesus for a long time? What would be just some of the recommendations you'd say? Here are some things to explore or try or open yourself up to, you know,
Yeah.
just to have your heart warmed by God, so that they're in a place where they go, man, it might be hard, but Jesus is my everything.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Yeah. Um, I'm thinking, man, like as you talked about that, like push in, don't push out. And I was thinking, like, those two guys, or maybe it wasn't two guys, husband and wife or partners, road to Emmaus, and
Yep.
as I read that story a while back, it just really struck me. Jesus had said to people, like, this bad stuff's going to happen. Third day, something different's going to happen, and I just think to myself, those two people left Jerusalem, which is in a sense where the promise was going to be, on the third day, and they left to go to Emmaus. And I'm just thinking to myself, really, like if you thought that something significant was going to happen, if God was going to do something amazing, would you have waited just one more day? Like sometimes we just pull the pin so quick, fucking like God didn't turn up, he's a bastard. I'm going, like it's 12:01. God said he'd be here. And I just think those two people, they left on the very day that God said something amazing was going to happen. They left towards going to Emmaus. And I think sometimes I do that. We do that, like we just pull the pin on Jesus too quick, as opposed to pushing in, we push out. But just thinking Jesus is pretty amazing. Like out of all, like he's just literally died and risen, like defeated death and the enemy and everything. And you'd think that he should do something better, like market this whole opportunity much better. He gets up and he goes on this road and he chases down two unknown people who have never done anything significant ever since. Like I looked for, anything else. There's some apocryphal writing about them, but there's nothing, they didn't really do anything significant. And I just think, why does God, the creator of heaven and earth, just after he's risen from the dead, chase these two random people down that are like me and you to tell them, listen, I'm for you, not against you, And I just think that is a beautiful thing, that God knows you and he knows where you're at and he's chasing you down, not in a freaky sort of, stalking sort of way. But I just think, for us, wherever we're at, maybe we just feel like God has like left us, or we think, no, it's not worth it. It's 12:01, I'm done. But I just want to encourage us, that God he's on that track and he's calling us. And it doesn't matter who you are or whether you're famous or not famous. Like it just, I find encouragement in that he loves you and he loves me and he loves us, no matter what we do, what our job title is. So I suppose, yeah, to sum all that up, push in, don't push out.